Hi everyone, it's me Joe, and today I'm going to bring you my 2016 year highlights video. I do want to actually say that I did film this video and I wanted to redo it because I left something very important out that I wanted to touch base on. So I thought, you know what, let's go through 2016 and talk about the highlights and the fun parts and where I'm going in 2017. So it's nearly actually New Year's in the UK. I'm actually finishing this video off and then I'm done for the night and I can go out and celebrate with my friends. But it's been the most crazy year ever, as you guys can imagine. I think everyone's had a 2016 they weren't expecting, and the year of realization, shall we say. Miss Jenna kind of clocked it, and it's true. So I have had the most insane year. It's been more kind of like work orientated than fun orientated. And I think that it was kind of my year of, what is that word? Is it called rite of passage? Is that the phrase? So I started this year as 24 and I turned 25 in May. So 25 to me is like, that's when it's your last year of kind of being kind of a reckless young person. And when you get to 26, that's when you have to start being serious and stacking the racks and coins and getting everything like bossed up. And I feel like this is my last kind of year of development before I really take on the next chapter of my life, because I've always had this thing, and if you go back to my videos, even on 5AT, when I started on YouTube in 2007 and 8, I said that I have this big vision of having 3 kind of careers in my life. I want to do the makeup side of things, and I want to conquer the makeup world, and I want to be on covers of magazines, and I want to design my own products. And I want to have some recognition for being a makeup artist, and I want to gain some credibility through it. And little did I expect this to actually come to fruition, because I have done everything I planned to, basically, and I've done way more, and it's been a wilder ride than ever I could have imagined. I just think for me, I wish I had spoken to my younger self and said, don't worry about all the hardship you're going to go through, because this is all building you. It's every negative moment in your life is teaching you a lesson, maybe of what not to do and how to navigate through difficult situations in the future. And for me, that has been the biggest advantage I've had, because I think everything that's kind of blown up for me online, and it's been such a success online, has been bittersweet, because I've never wanted to go into the online world to be an internet celebrity or anything like this. I never wanted to go on YouTube. If you guys recall, it was kind of like I felt if I didn't put my own spin on the work that was out there, because obviously I did another person's channel and I filmed all the videos and it was all my aesthetic and my creative ideas. And then when we parted ways and I no longer continued working on that channel, I felt like my kind of creativity was kind of being, I don't know, like, what is that weird, the woman that paints with the big eyes and the husband took all the credit for the paintings? I felt like someone was selling my story cheaper than it was, and I felt like no one really understood that everything in my life that I do creatively comes from a place of emotion. It's very cathartic. If I'm stressed out about something, I put it into my work, and my art has become visual. It's become the way I look. And I just couldn't let someone else like do my ideas in a lesser way, and I felt like I had to put myself out there and speak about techniques and talk about Kevin Aquan and Wade Bandy and talk about the people that are inspiring to me, like Pete Burns and Kabuki Starshine, Matthew and Zoldy, which I brought to the table on YouTube before anyone else. And this actually leads into something, because I did the first David Bowie tutorial on YouTube and I did the first Pete Burns tutorial on YouTube, and I'm very sad they're both gone. I'm going to have to do a Prince one and a George Michael one to say thank you and pay homage to the inspiration they gave to me as well, because I'm so sad about George Michael too. It's just another death that's come out of the woodwork. But I have done a David Bowie tutorial, and I was contacted by Google because I've got the biggest viewership of anyone in my niche in Europe, and obviously I've stacked my accolades outside of work, but the YouTube stuff, like, I've pretty much done more than these chicks have done, if we're going to be totally blunt about this, and I've done it without building up a promoting kind of audience. I've never done a silly face video, I've never done comedy stuff, I've never gone on Instagram and tried to make a mockery about the fact that I wear makeup and I happen to have a dick, because this is our birthright. We are the shamans of the world, we are the storytellers of the world, and makeup is a powerful form of communication which is in our blood. I don't want to present myself as a court jester just to get publicised online. I'd rather actually be true to what I am and give it some respect, and I feel like there's not a lot of respect. You have to be a clown. But I think because I look like a girl when I'm actually fully done, and I don't look like I haven't got a short haircut, and I don't look like a drag queen. It's not too over the top. I feel like I haven't been given the push that I could, because it's threatening if someone is in the same lane as a girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole transphobia things. And I felt like if I was going to do this year and I was going to continue building my momentum up, I'd have to start becoming a gimmick, and I'd have to start doing things that would be out of character for me and wouldn't represent what I am and who I am, what I believe in. Because it's fun, it's all fun and games to go out there and be a man in makeup, and from hairline to clavicle, you look like Kim Kardashian, but you're still safely dressed in a hoodie and a bomber jacket and flat shoes. That's very safe, because people still see you're a boy, and it's very, very easy for anyone to do makeup and take a picture from here to here. What's very difficult is to get recognition when you live authentically without thinking about being in a picture. You're not cropped for a picture, you're just being yourself. Because there's so much stigma when you want to go into an industry that specifically downplays trans people. Until the last few years, like when I started modelling, I was with one of the agencies in London that's quite big. They wouldn't put me out to certain castings, like I wasn't put forwards to makeup campaigns and things like that, or makeup editorials. And that was because they wanted a quote-unquote real girl. And it was like, do you know what is the fucking point of this? Because I pretty much had the same facial structure as Mila Jovovich, and she's on Vogue covers. So it's like, to be honest, I feel like with my career and where I've gone, everything has been like, you can't do this, you can't do this, without being the cartoon, without being the character, without being the clown. You have to make a mockery, you have to be silly, and the more I research and the more I've looked into what we are, two-spirited people, people that don't have this kind of binary gender system that was enforced in colonialism after Abrahamic religions took over. That is not what we are. We are not this. We are not clowns. We are the people that brought spirit to the tribe, that gave inspiration, that retold stories. And I don't like that we have had to cheapen ourselves to gain the recognition we deserve. So what I have done is I've stuck true to my character. I've stuck true to who I am. And oh my god, my stomach's rumbling. And I just have been myself, and I'm unapologetic about it. I know sometimes people don't understand it's that deep for me, because it's everyone else talks about the nonsense, but for me it's a real big issue, and I want my new brothers and sisters that are coming up, because having a different chromosomal set is as common as 1 in 5,000 in 2016. 2017 it's probably going to increase. So the thing is, if there's people like me and people with the same neurology, the same biology, the same chemistry as me, who are constantly either trapped in a situation they don't want to be in because their body doesn't match what their neurology says it should be, or they've got the wrong hormones, they're feeling like they're in la la land because they're going through the same side effects as menopause, or all of these scenarios, you do not have to just become this silly person to be a success story. And I'm so grateful to be an example that I didn't need to build up this commercial mainstream audience to be this successful. So I'm so grateful. So what I wanted to actually say to you guys, and I'm super excited because I forgot to mention this before, is I was on the actual Google search, and I was in the Google highlights end of year video for 2016. Not the YouTube one where everyone's doing silly faces and dancing to a song. I'm in the serious one. And I'm very grateful that Google reached out and recognised me as someone that's always paid tribute to people. And I'm very grateful that I have been recognised for the contribution I've added to the platform. So I wanted to say thank you so much, everyone. I had no idea this was coming out. I thought, like, because do you know, I'm always like pessimistic sometimes when it comes to my online world, because I've seen so many opportunities be presented to me, and then, oh my god, like even TV shows in America that invited me to come on, I have said, okay, let's do this, if we can talk about serious stuff as well, and it's not gone through. Just the fact that I'm in this Google end of year highlights and 30 million people have now seen my face paying tribute to one of my idols is unbelievable, and I did get really emotional when people started to tweet me, and yeah, thank you so much, so exciting. What a wonderful reward for a crazy year. So what have we done this year, kind of like, let's just talk about the work stuff, get it out of the way. So we have done work with Lush, which was really exciting when they flew me to Poole. That was gorgeous. I would love to go back to Poole and see the Red Island, the Red Squirrel Island. I've been able to launch products in the US and the UK, including ones that I'm not officially on yet. I don't think I'm allowed to even say I've designed them, but they're my designs now in stores in the US. Not a collaboration, that's my work as a product developer. So super excited about that. Be Good and the lip balm that I designed has been so good, so successful in the UK. So many people always write to me and say, oh my god, this is my favourite flavour. So that's super amazing. I've been able to headline the Excel Centre. I was on the biggest YouTube panel at the start, the first one in the biggest stage room, which I didn't even realise because I don't watch these YouTubers. So it was kind of, I was like, I didn't even know who these people were, to be honest. And I was so sick when I did it. I was like, girl, I was blind. I couldn't wear a contact in one eye. And I was so under the weather. And I was just like, do you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to have fun. What else have we done? We've been to LA. I did DragCon and hosted a panel with all the Kimchi, Miss Fame and Trinity. Just so many opportunities have come to be. We have had 30 million hits myself on my channels. So all my network has got nearly 200,000 people subscribed. I think we've just gone over it. And it's just incredible how many people watch my videos. So just unreal. And I'm grateful that even though through a year that I kind of took a year off to focus on me and figure out where I wanted to go with my gender and kind of figure out how I wanted to move forwards with YouTube, I've learned so much objectively about how to move forwards healthily and happily. And I think the best thing for me is just regulating my hormones, because where before I felt like there was a lot of kind of confusion and I felt that some things were a little bit more, I was more sensitive to things, I think we would say. Now I've kind of lost my sensitivity, which is irrational, and I've got more of a rational kind of approach, which I think is due to actually the hormones I've been on. So I'm really excited about that. So new year, new stuff coming. I'm getting my butt done. I decided to get my ass done because I wanted to get my ass done for a while, and I had a little sculpture injected in my butt. But I want to go crazy. I want to have more of like a Ken doll, flawless body and Barbie face. This is going to be the new year. So I can't wait for that. We're getting that done in the beginning of February. Moving, getting a bigger house, which I'm excited about. Just a lot of stress has been through this whole process of this year. Lots and lots of stress that's been kind of personal. My granddad's been sick, family dramas, including illnesses and things like that in my family. So just a bit mad, but very grateful because everything that's gone through this year has been a lesson. So my New Year's resolution is just to be super healthy, get to the peak of where I want to be, and not be operating through a process of fear. I want to operate through a process of love and do things that make me smile and make me happy, and just finessing all the fine-tuning all the bits and bobs that's going to make me into where I'm going. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for giving me such an amazing year. Let's make 2017 the year that I move into the direction where I am. Maybe giving you a few hints already on Facebook of where I'm going next, but I've been told not to go mad on social media anymore because it's going to be too much of a big opportunity to waste next year. So lots coming in 2017, but alright darlings, thank you so much everyone that's watched my stuff. I'm going to run out now because we've got like an hour and a half till New Year's. I'm late as always, but I had to get this done, and I will see you all in the new year. Thank you guys, I love you all, and thank you for an amazing one.